Hello, this is Austin Eldridge. Today we're going to do a little walkthrough of the height map or random noise generator that I created. It's a 2D noise generator. It's meant to represent terrain. So for example, in a simulation or in a game engine, when you have terrain, it usually starts at the value of 0 and it can increase, however much you want it to go. So these pixels that are stored in this JPEG I'm going to use will the values of those pixels will represent how high I want terrain to be, and so this way I can randomly generate terrain and make it unique and different every time that I run this program. So I did this in Python. Python is one of my first languages. It is very liberating. There's not a lot. There's a lot of things that you can look over, and it'll just do the work for you, especially memory and things like that. So I have a simple settings class here. Right now the only setting is size. I can change that later on, but the resolution is squared, so it's you choose 1000 resolution, you're going to be 1000 by 1000 on your picture. So we're taking settings, and we have three different height map generations here. We have create normal height map, we have create environment map, and create complex height map. So the create height map will just randomly assign a value to the next pixel anywhere between -10 and 10, as you can see here, and then it'll divide it by 9. This is so that when you have higher resolution, you're not going to be jumping up 10 pixels values at once. So it won't be switching from white to black instantly, and it'll make it a lot more smooth and gradual increase or decrease depending on what the random algorithm chooses for you. And then this code right here just makes sure that the values are between 255 and 1, and that makes sure that they don't go below or above the maximum, and you don't get stuck with one color for a super long time inside your height map. This is an environment map, so this will take your height map and it'll assign a biome. For example, black would be like a high mountains biome, or green would be a hilly biome, depending on the height or the pixel value within your picture. I'll show you some examples of this here in a minute. And this is the complex height map, and the idea behind this is we change what the increments are so that certain colors are more common. And for this one, white is the more common value, because the increments are a lot slower in the lower pixel values, so that there's more white and it takes longer for it to get back up to a black or a mountain biome, for example, from an ocean. And this is the same thing, just making sure it's between the certain pixel values. Sweet, so let's run it. One thing I noticed and that's been super nice about this is we'll start with 400 resolution, but they're just pretty. Honestly, they're beautiful. Oh, so you see here, this is where that if statement comes in, but these this is the complex height map right here. So this one is black is rarer than white, so you can see it gradually will come up from white, and then the black should be a rare thing because it increments so quickly away from the black pixel value that it's less common. This is the environment map. You can see here this is an ocean. During the process I need to do some debugging, but this height map that it's created from, somewhere at this pixel it got stuck and it was not allowing us to move up or down anymore. So that's something I'll have to fix. Let's run it one more time with a higher resolution here. Sweet, so this is 1000 by 1000. It should take just a second. Sweet. There we go. So now you can see much better. It's much more white than black. A lot less random just because of the absolute size. But this is the environment map. Blue might represent oceans and black will represent mountains, and everything in between. And this is the randomly generated map that has no bias whatsoever. So yeah, this is my code. It was super fun to do. I enjoyed this a ton. I'm definitely going to do more work on it. Right now it only represents a 2D value, so when we do a height map, it's only reading these values from left to right. And so I would like for it to be like a top-down view of a surface, so that I can read it from diagonal, left to right, up and down, certain coordinate, everything like that. So in the future, that's something I'll definitely do. But for now, this is what it is. Thank you so much.